One of the biggest mistakes I'm going to include myself here, leaders tend to make is we're assuming that our team needs the same type of leadership. Because the reality is, some team members thrive on freedom and knowing that their leader trusts them, while other people, they need clear direction, structure in the leadership that's provided to them. And this really sets the stage for today. Pick your path: servant leadership or directive leadership. Now, I want to establish the difference between these two paths. Servant leadership, this is ideal for high performers, people that have great experience, the self starters in your organization. And so servant leadership focuses on empowering and supporting them, asking things like, how can I remove obstacles so that you can keep doing great work? Now, compare that to directive leadership. It's ideal for maybe a new hire or team members that are in training or those lacking confidence. It provides clarity and structure and step by step guidance. Leaders here may say, here's what needs to happen next, and here's how we're going to do that. But here's the key: effective leaders don't pick one style, they're constantly discerning what their people need and they're adapting their leadership accordingly. So, how can we discern then what leadership style is needed? All right, here are three questions that you can ask yourself. Number one, what is their experience level? Are they seasoned or are they new in the role? This is helpful because if they're new, they're going to need more direction. If they're seasoned, they're likely going to want more freedom. Number two, how confident are they? Because here's the thing: even experienced people may lack confidence in a new task or environment. And you want to match your support level as a leader to their emotional readiness. And that's not just to the skills needed for a particular task, but also possibly for the engagement with other team members or clients or end user. It's important that we're matching that support level to emotional readiness. I'm thinking about a company that I work with multiple of their advisors, and they recently went through a massive shift. And one of the new things that occurred is that they moved to Salesforce. And Salesforce was completely different than what they had been using. And a lot of their customer service folks were very confident in the old system. But now in the new system, so many things were different and it was much more challenging than likely any of them could have expected until you're in the midst of it. And trust me, I went through a Salesforce transition, and whoa, it took way longer than what I anticipated. So, this is why we're asking, what is the confidence level in this moment, right now, with what is before us? All right, third question: what do their results show? If someone is consistently delivering results, lean towards servant leadership. If someone's struggling, things like with deadlines, clarity, follow through, shift more towards directive leadership. Because listen, leadership isn't about, I've got to control my people. It's about aligning with where your people are, aligning your style with what your people need in that moment. Now, I want to leave you with some practical ways that you can lead both styles of necessity. Okay, as a servant leader, use empowering language. Like, what do you need from me? How can I help you? Offer autonomy with comments like, I trust your judgment. Like, check in if you hit a roadblock. I'm here if you need me. Recognize their value publicly and consistently. I love the John Maxwell quote: a leader is great, not because of his or her power, but because of his or her ability to empower others. All right, what about on the directive leadership side? You want to be specific, you want to be clear. Like, here's what success looks like on this task. Here is what I'm looking for as the end result. Give a step by step coaching Without micromanaging, you want to provide structure and feedback and accountability in short intervals. A leader, according to John Maxwell, is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. I love that. I feel like that is such a great example of what it means to be a directive leader. The goal is to build confidence, not dependency. I want to be very clear here. Even directive leadership should have an exit strategy as your team grows, because eventually you'll grow outside of your ability to always be directing. So there needs to be some exit strategy. So this week, I want to challenge you. Pick your path. Servant leadership or directive leadership. Look at each person on your team and ask, am I giving them what they actually need or just what I naturally tend to do? Because servant leadership and directive leadership aren't rivals with each other. They are tools in your tool bag as a leader, because great leaders know when to serve and when to steer and when to step back. I'm Elizabeth Mahusai, executive business coach, corporate trainer, keynote speaker, and the international best-selling author of Pick Your Path. And I look forward to seeing how you utilize these tools today.